It is not a coincidence that you are viewing this video at this moment. Tonight, you have a special message from Angel Gabriel, but they realize that you are not watching the videos like you used to, and that you are no longer listening to the messages of the angels, God, and Jesus Christ. Listen and watch the messages that have been brought to you, my friends. We are doing this for you. A powerful group gave you a unique invitation, and you'll be stunned by what you find inside. The information you possess contains keys that have the power to either make or shatter your intended destiny. You are now being granted access to secrets that most people are unaware of, truths that have the potential to open up new dimensions of consciousness, power, and destiny. You alone have been invited because you have something special and uncommon, a mission that will affect a lot of people. Get ready, because what you're going to learn might change your life forever. Right, I am ready to receive this message now. I ask you that your help is very important for us, and I pray to God and Jesus for every support. So you can sign up on the Join button and send a super thanks up to $20. It's not a coincidence that you've been feeling drawn to something bigger than yourself lately. Angel Gabriel is contacting you now to convey an essential message that has been prepared by a strong organization that has predicted a special course for you. This organization is not your typical gathering. They work behind the scenes, directing the lives of people with unique traits, like you, who have been selected for a cause that will soon become clear. Secrets about who you are, where you've been, and, most importantly, where you're heading are hidden within this invitation. You are cordially welcome to set off on a path that will reveal your full potential. But be advised, you will need all of your resources to follow this road. Whether you live out this destiny or lose out on the life that awaits you depends on every choice you make. They know your heart, your potential, and your courage, even when uncertainty attempts to obscure it. This invitation was given with accuracy. To accept this offer is to enter a new world of opportunities. If you miss it, you'll be going back to a life that you know deep down doesn't fit your best potential. Right? I am ready to accept the invitation. You can support us by throwing super thanks up to $20 based on your benevolence with God's wishes. With your help, we can continue to spread love, light, and positivity while helping others find the support they need. You feel a surge of powerful energy as you accept this request. Unquestionably, you experience a rush of knowledge, clarity, and even caution, as though you're entering a world full with secrets just waiting to be discovered. Symbols, codes, and secret meanings that appear oddly familiar yet are beyond your current comprehension can be found inside. These symbols are bits of information encoded for this very instant, signals from a period before you were born. Every word in this invitation has been thoughtfully written to shed light on the decisions you will need to make, the benefits you may get, and the risks you must be ready to face. The influential group who forwarded this to you did so because they have faith in your capacity to overcome the obstacles in your path. However, there is a heavy burden associated with their advice. This information is only available to individuals who are prepared to pursue a route that most others would avoid. Be ready to let go of aspects of yourself that no longer support your path if you decide to accept it. You will acquire wisdom beyond your wildest expectations if you embrace the unknown. If you reject it, the secrets inside can stay concealed and disappear as if they never existed. Press, I accept my path, to proceed. Angel Gabriel now comes forth with a message of protection that is just for you. Gabriel wants you to be aware that the adventure you are about to embark on is full of both hidden dangers and deep discoveries. People may try to deceive you, energies may try to influence you, and forces may try to divert your attention. This warning is meant to make sure you understand the courage needed to walk this route with clarity and purpose, not to frighten you. Gabriel has surrounded you with a barrier that will protect you from harmful influences, jealousy, and the poisonous opinions of others who might not be aware of your path. However, you have to actively claim this shield each day. You will proceed with more assurance and tranquility if you have faith in it and Gabriel's pledge to keep you safe. Your trust will reinforce the shield, which is a gift of light woven with heavenly energy. When in doubt, call upon Gabriel's presence to replenish the shield so that it can stand firm against anybody who would see you deviate from your mission. Enter "I am protected" to get the light shield. You can support us by throwing super thanks up to $20 based on your benevolence with God's wishes. With your help, we can continue to spread love, light, and positivity while helping others find the support they need according to Angel Gabriel. Even though this path could seem lonely, there are allies ready to support you. These individuals could show up out of the blue, offering guidance, encouragement, and support just when you need it. While some of them are drawn to your brightness and purpose, others have already traveled a similar journey. However, Gabriel warns you to use caution and discernment since not everyone who approaches you is sincere. You should only invite people into your circle who have a strong connection to your goal and who have aligned themselves with heavenly objectives. Every genuine ally you come across will acknowledge the significance of your journey. They will respect it and encourage you when things become tough, even if they don't always understand it. Gabriel advises you to follow your intuition and to judge people's motives based on their deeds as well as their words. Have faith that your gut will tell you what their intentions are. You are fortunate to have these allies in your life for a reason. Be grateful and nice to everyone, but keep in mind that your trip is entirely your own. These people are not there to carry you. They are here to assist you. Type "I recognize my allies" to draw in those who will be helpful. The world as you know it will change in the next weeks and months. It is possible for the earth under you to tremble, both literally and figuratively. The challenges that lie ahead are stepping stones rather than roadblocks in your journey to become the person you were meant to be. Accept them since they contain your most important lessons. Angel Gabriel wants to get you ready for challenges that will try your forbearance, bravery, and fortitude. You must go through these difficulties in order to realize your full potential. They are intended to help you develop the fortitude and knowledge that only experience can provide, not to shatter you. At a crossroads, you will have to make decisions that might seem overwhelming. However, have faith that Gabriel and the heavenly powers are at your side, prepared to lead you. Every obstacle is actually a disguised gift. Know that you are being polished like a diamond under pressure while you are going through a difficult time. Instead of making you weaker, let these events make you stronger. Gabriel assures you that there is light even at the darkest moments. Remind yourself of your goal and the future you are pursuing whenever doubt starts to creep in. Enter "I embrace my trials" to make a commitment to overcoming hardship and growing. You can support us by throwing super thanks up to $20 based on your benevolence with God's wishes. With your help, we can continue to spread love, light, and positivity while helping others find the support they need. You could have had brief bursts of knowledge, intuition, or skills that you are yet unable to articulate. Now, according to Angel Gabriel, you possess a multitude of talents, gifts that have been dormant, waiting for the ideal opportunity to be discovered. These abilities are not just skills, they are instruments bestowed upon you for the task for which you have come. While some might appear familiar, others could be unfamiliar and take some time to get used to. Have faith that each skill will come to light when it's needed. These abilities might manifest as enhanced intuition, future-focused dreams, or the capacity to change circumstances in ways you never imagined. Accept each one as it comes to you because they are special instruments that have been given to you. Gabriel advises you to hone these skills and have faith in them, as they will be crucial for the tasks and obstacles you encounter. Remain grateful and humble as you accept your gifts. Make excellent use of them to help others and to overcome upcoming obstacles. You acknowledge the heavenly source of your abilities when you treat them with respect. Enter, "I accept my gifts," to start realizing your full potential. Picture yourself standing at the highest point of your life's mission, having accomplished something that didn't seem imaginable before. Only if you follow the road of faith, bravery, and unshakable determination will you be able to access the energy of this vision. Gabriel gives you a compelling picture of what awaits you if you stick on this path. You serve as a beacon, a lighthouse for others in this vision. Clarity and fulfillment have taken the place of the difficulties, uncertainties, and anxieties that formerly tormented you. You envision yourself making a difference in the lives of others around you by sharing courage, knowledge, and light. You now lead a life that is profoundly in line with your mission after conquering every challenge. This vision is a call to action, a window into the reality that awaits you if you give it your best. It is not just a fantasy. Think about this visual whenever you are feeling unsure. Keep in mind that every choice you make, beginning now, will shape your future and determine your fate. You go closer to living this life of influence, meaning, and tranquility with every step you take. Input: I see my future to accept the idea. Though you may not be aware of it yet, forces beyond your comprehension began to take notice as soon as you accepted this offer. You've been identified as having a mission. Angel Gabriel wants you to realize that invisible guardians are always keeping an eye on you, allies from worlds other than the physical one who recognize your potential and want to support you in realizing it. These guardians are strong, wise, and mysterious individuals who will show up when you need them most. Some of these guardians have already traversed the planet and are currently helping souls just like you through times when fear or uncertainty could impair your judgment. They will give you clues, like a feather at your door, an epiphany, or a dream that seems more real than reality. Be mindful of these indications. They serve as reminders that you are not alone and are indicators of their existence. According to Gabriel, these guardians have picked you because you are meant for something that very few people can do, not because you are an ordinary person. Even though this route is difficult, those who persevere will reap many benefits. Enter, "I acknowledge my guardians," to express gratitude for their leadership. You can support us by throwing super thanks up to $20 based on your benevolence with God's wishes. With your help, we can continue to spread love, light, and positivity while helping others find the support they need. However, this road is not without its challenges, as is the case with many great endeavors. The powers of evil have also taken note, according to Angel Gabriel. They are alarmed by your growing might, which they see. These forces will try to pull you off course by sowing doubt, controlling others around you, and fabricating false impressions. These forces are crafty and tenacious. They thrive on hesitancy, fear, and uncertainty, waiting for your spirit to wane so they may infiltrate your dreams, thoughts, and even relationships. According to Gabriel, these forces will put you to the test at every step by trying to block your light with shadows, but they are only powerful if you give them permission to do so. Remember that Gabriel has given you the barrier of light every time you sense their presence. Only if you consciously invoke and believe in this barrier will it be stronger than any darkness. Gabriel wants you to know that darkness will always be dispelled by light, but you still need to be on your guard. When uncertainty arises, keep in mind your identity and the reason you are here. Input: I repel darkness to make your barrier stronger. The ultimate reality revealed by Angel Gabriel is that you possess a store of heavenly power that has been latent until now. You are born with this power, which is a spark of the divine source itself, but you can only access it by overcoming obstacles with bravery, trust, and resolve. Perhaps you have already experienced glimpses of this power, times when you felt an inexplicable rush of bravery, love, or insight. However, that spark is now completely emerging as you dedicate yourself to this path, changing you into a conduit of divine energy. Gabriel refers to it as the gift, a divine force capable of inspiration, creation, and healing. This power, a source of boundless potential that will only get stronger with every challenge you meet and conquer, is intended to support you and everyone you come into contact with along the way. This power will be highly awakened. You could feel something you've never felt before, like intense dreams, increased intuition, or a strong feeling of purpose. Accept it. It is your spirit's metamorphosis, an alchemy of heavenly energy that will mold you into the person you are destined to be. It is both a gift and a duty, so use it carefully. Input: I awaken my power to access this heavenly force. A prophecy occurs when your divine power awakens. According to Gabriel, people who take this route will contribute to a destiny greater than themselves, a shared vision that calls for each of us with light to rise above the darkness. In addition to being about personal development, this prophecy is connected to a larger mission, a cascade of events that will uplift, inspire, and cure innumerable individuals worldwide. According to the prophecy, you will come across times when your presence will cause others to undergo metamorphosis. Just by being in your company, people will have an inexplicable desire to transform their lives and align themselves with truth and purpose. Even though you might never fully understand the influence you will have faith that your path is essential to realizing this goal. To break through the gloom and give hope to those who have lost sight of the light, the world needs people who are ready to tread this journey. By fulfilling this prophecy, you are becoming a part of a line of souls committed to restoring harmony to a chaotic planet. Put, I accept the prophecy here to make it consistent with your top goal. Gabriel alerts you to a last exam just as you are about to assume your duty. This is the hardest exam since it will force you to face your worst fears and doubts. This is the exam that will expose your actual self, removing all delusions and forcing you to confront your genuine nature. A difficulty, a setback, or an epiphany that completely upends your world might be this test. It will be too much, perhaps too much. However, keep in mind that this is the last phase before you truly embody your goal. Gabriel exhorts you to be steadfast and to meet this challenge with bravery and fortitude. You can only really embody the brightness you are destined to bring to the world by taking on this ultimate challenge. This test is a rite of passage and is not intended to penalize you. If you are successful, you will come out of the experience changed, unbound by doubt, and prepared to carry out the prophecy. This is the last obstacle, the last step. You will overcome it if you have faith in Gabriel's leadership and in yourself. Saying, I am ready for my test, can show that you have bravery. You will be given the gift of vision as soon as you pass this final exam. You'll start to perceive the world differently and discover things that are concealed from regular view. This vision is a gift for people who have earned it. It is a tool to help you see past the material world's illusions and determine your course. You will be able to comprehend people's genuine goals, motivations, and the unseen forces influencing their life if you possess this skill. Make good use of this gift, since it may offer both hardship and understanding. Gabriel exhorts you to exercise this authority with kindness and moral rectitude, never judging or controlling, but rather assisting and directing. You will be able to clearly see the way ahead thanks to this vision. Because your eyes have been awakened to the truth, the purpose, and the destiny that awaits you, you will no longer fumble in the dark. Enter, I claim my vision, to welcome this insightful gift. You are now powerful, safe, and prepared. Standing by your side is Angel Gabriel, a kind yet mighty energy that leads you with compassion and discernment. From now on, every action you do is a step toward your destiny, a path that will uplift others, mend hearts, and illuminate the path for those who follow you. Gabriel wants you to know that you may summon his presence anytime you feel isolated or when uncertainty begins to seep in. Just call out his name and he will come to you, giving you courage, calm, and strength. He is your companion, your guardian, and your eternal guide. You two are prepared to take on anything comes your way. This marks the start of a lifelong adventure rather than merely the conclusion of a message. You walk with strength, purpose, and an unwavering sense of self when Gabriel is by your side. You are prepared to live out the prophecy, enter the light, and take possession of the life that is waiting for you. In order to confirm this last blessing, type "Whoa, I walk with Gabriel." With the knowledge that the stars are on your side, you can now bravely walk forth. You are now more than simply a seeker. You are a lighthouse, a guide for others, and an example of the strength of purpose and faith. Take ownership of this adventure because it is all yours and the world is waiting for the magic that only you can provide. Prepare yourself because you are about to watch the continuation of the message you need to hear. We're gathered here today to consider a profound and spiritual message, a message from a loved one who has departed and is now in heaven with God. Imagine this person whom you loved very much and who loved you equally, contacting you from beyond the grave. They hope you would open it with your heart rather than your hands because they want to communicate something significant. This isn't your typical message. It's brimming with love, urgency, and a sincere desire for you to pay attention. They think it has the power to transform your life on earth and beyond, which is why they want you to get it. Imagine being receptive to what heaven has in store for you right now. Will you listen to what your loved one on the other side so fervently wishes to share with you? Consider this individual, someone close, such as a brother, parent, grandmother, kid, or closest friend. This individual was a constant source of love, support, and guidance throughout your life. Even if they are not physically there in the same sense, their memory endures, bringing back memories of your time spent together. Even if they have passed on to the light and tranquility of heaven, they are still a part of you. They have something much more valuable to give you now. They can see things that we cannot in paradise, where they now reside. They perceive God. They are aware of life's secrets and realities that we continue to question. They perceive your problems and your anxieties from that position of total comprehension. They are able to see your heartaches and dreams, and they are requesting that you be receptive to a reality that they now completely understand, a truth that may support, direct, and draw you nearer to God from this position of love and tranquility. This message from your loved one is a gift of love and wisdom, not just words. It's an exhortation to allow faith in something greater than yourself, to open your heart and to trust. They are urging you to pay close attention today, to let go of your anxieties and to welcome the light and hope they have discovered. In Hebrews 12:1, we are told, "Since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." The enormous cloud of witnesses, those who came before us, is described in this passage. This cloud includes our heavenly loved ones. They are right there, supporting us, and they are not far away. Take a minute to imagine that your loved ones in paradise, together with your family and friends, are following your trip on earth. They sincerely hope that you will live the full, happy life that God intended for you, and they are praying for you and supporting you. If they could communicate with you from heaven, have you ever pondered what they could say? What guidance would they provide you if they could message you? If you were running your race here on Earth, what would people say to cheer you on? They could serve as a reminder to keep moving forward despite minor setbacks. They would advise you to let go of any errors or anxieties that could be holding you back. Now, they can see plainly from their position of absolute calm. They are aware of the most important things. They would urge you to let go of anything that prevents you from living the fulfilling life that God has in store for you. Keep going, even when it's hard, they could advise. Keep trying. You're never alone, and you're stronger than you realize. Above all, they would serve as a reminder of God's love. They would like you to keep in mind that God is always with you, guiding and supporting you. God is by your side, supporting you at every turn. You are not running this marathon alone. The summons to heaven is urgent. There is no time to hesitate. Open your heart immediately. It is impossible to miss this moment. You have to accept this heavenly invitation now, in this exact instant. What's the rush? Why is this so urgent? Time functions differently in heaven than it does on earth, but time is of the essence here on earth. The number of days we have left is unknown. Our eternity is impacted by every decision we make now. Nobody knows this better than your departed loved one, who is now in paradise. They want you to experience the fullness of life with God, which includes more peace, joy, love, and purpose than we can ever fathom. They are aware of the significance of being receptive to God's call. This is your opportunity to accept God's offer of life, to say yes, and to get closer to His grace. Your loved one is crying out to you because they realize the beauty of spending eternity with God. They are telling you to take action right now and not let distractions, uncertainty, or fear stop you. For He says, "In the time of my favor I heard you, and in the day of salvation I helped you," according to 2 Corinthians 6:2. I assure you that this is the day of salvation and the moment of God's favor. Now is the moment. This is your opportunity. Heaven is lovingly asking you to let the joy and serenity that come from knowing God into your heart. Your loved one in heaven is reaching out to you, asking you to be protected from the things that may distance you from God's love, just as you would move swiftly to protect someone you care about from harm. You are being asked to have a heart that is open to change, which is a simple yet powerful request. You must be prepared to let your heart open in order to accept this word from above. This entails removing the barriers you have erected around yourself, barriers composed of uncertainty, fear, and previous suffering. It entails letting God entirely and completely enter your life. It entails having faith that, despite the uncertainty and difficulty of life, God has good intentions for you. Your heavenly loved one is well aware of your shortcomings. They are aware of the uncertainties and anxieties that have prevented you from completely submitting to God's will. They are now advising you to let God's love, forgiveness, and healing power into your heart. They want you to know the joy and serenity that come from fully believing God. God addresses us in Revelation 3:20, stating, "Here I am. I knock while standing at the door. I'll come in and dine with whoever answers the door after hearing my voice, and they'll join me." This verse serves as a reminder that God is never far away. He is waiting for us to answer the door when He knocks on our hearts. Hearing the knock is insufficient. We also need to answer it. God desires to enter our life, walk by us, experience our joys and sorrows, and bring us serenity. He yearns for a close, intimate relationship with you, one that truly makes Him happy and fulfilled. What's preventing your heart from moving? Is it a sense of inadequacy for love, dread, or the hurt of past hurts? All of this and more is visible to your loved one in paradise. They are aware of the barriers you have erected around your heart, but they also know that God's love is greater than all obstacles. His love has the power to overcome any obstacles and give you hope, healing, and serenity if you are open to it. Amazing things start to happen as you let God's love into your heart. Healing begins first. Your old scars and wounds, the agony you've borne, start to go away. God's love floods in, repairing what was damaged and filling in the gaps. Now that they have been cured in God's presence, your loved one longs for you to also be healed. They want you to experience the same kind of love that has given them happiness, contentment, and wholeness. In Ezekiel 36:26, God says, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh." This is an assurance of change. God wants to remove the hard, icy heart that has been molded by life's hardships. He desires to replace it with a tender, receptive heart that is prepared to receive His love. Your life will be different if you let Him into your heart. It will begin to ease the weight you have been carrying for so long. You will experience God's love more intensely than ever before when the hardness that formerly protected you from suffering softens. Peace, true peace, the type that fills you entirely but defies logic, is another benefit of opening your heart to God. In Philippians 4:7, it reads, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This tranquility soothes your anxieties and concerns, filling your spirit like a warm glow. As you put your confidence in God, the tension that formerly dominated you will begin to fade. What occurs if you ignore a divine warning? This message is too important to ignore. We run the danger of losing out on the fullness of life that God has to give when we put off answering His call. We still bear burdens that were never intended for us. We continue to deprive ourselves of the joy that comes from living in harmony with God and endure unnecessary suffering. James 4:14 explains, "Why, you have no idea what tomorrow will bring. How is your life going? You are a vapor that briefly materializes before dissipating." We don't have the luxury of waiting for tomorrow to take action since life is too short. The amount of time we have left is never known. Like mist, our days come and vanish in an instant. Nobody is more aware of this than your heavenly loved one. They recognize the fleeting nature of life and urge you to embrace God's love and message now by opening your heart. For what reason are you waiting? What is preventing you from answering God's call at this moment? Time is too valuable to let this opportunity pass you by. The everlasting perspective that heaven provides is one of its greatest blessings. Everything is obvious from where your loved one is right now. The focus has shifted away from the hardships and suffering of this life. They see your life from an everlasting perspective instead. They are aware of how every decision you make here on earth affects your eternal destiny. They are aware that how you respond to God today will have a lasting impact. They are pleading with you to open your heart and live with eternity in mind because of this. Since then, you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above where Christ is seated at the right hand of God, reminds us in Colossians 3:1-2. Concentrate on things above rather than things on earth. Heaven allows us to look beyond the problems of the present. Your loved one, who is completely at peace with God, wants you to see things similarly. They want you to realize that every act of kindness, every loving moment, and every time you put your faith in God's plan has everlasting significance. Your religion will be impacted for a long time by whatever you do now. Remember, the last instruction your loved one in heaven is giving you while you consider this message. Open your heart. They beg you to have faith, to love, and to follow God's plan. They desire for you to enjoy everything that God has planned for you. They desire for you to live in tranquility, healing, and the profound understanding that your Creator loves you. According to Romans 8:38-39, For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Nothing, not even death, can take you away from God's love. That love keeps you linked to your loved one who is currently in paradise. And they are contacting you from that everlasting place of love, pleading with you to let God's word into your heart. They urge you to embrace His plan for your life and accept His grace. The time has come